All right, everyone, here we go. This is an all signs reading for the full moon in Virgo. It doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. Now listen up. I got a pre-shuffle here that surprised the hell out of me because I shuffled this and I pulled on the energy of the full moon in Virgo, and what I'm about to tell you matches perfectly with that. It's just mind-blowing to me. That's why I love tarot. It reflects the energy so nicely. What is this moon? This full moon in Virgo? You're going to hear a lot of things about it. It's known in the North America and Europe and all of that as the worm moon because it sort of marks the start of spring. The worms become active under this full moon, and then you start to see all the springtime birds, you know, the robins and stuff like that eat the worms. But as usual with Steve's Love Tarot, I like to give these things my own title based on the energy. This is the elixir moon, all right? It is. It's a very practical energy, but it's a practical energy that I understand. Every year, I understand the energy of this moon. And I don't always relate with practical energies. You know, although my mind works very logically, as a friend of mine once said of me, I am surprisingly free-spirited. Okay, so I would be somebody that most people wouldn't think is a free spirit because I'm not real new agey. I do pull tarot cards and I read energy and stuff, but I'm not your typical. You wouldn't see me walking down the street going, "Wow, he going to Psychic Eye bookshop and stuff." No, not really. You wouldn't peg that. But I understand the practical energy of this full moon. It is healing. It's healing energy. It's a moment. It allows for a realization. It allows for a moment where we take a breath and we say, let's try again. It's like that. It applies in all areas, okay? And part of this full moon is always healing energy. But this year in particular, it is big time. Because underneath this full moon, and I talked about this in my calendar page at sltblog.com, where I talked about the month of March. Underneath this full moon, Jupiter is interacting with Chiron. And Chiron is about healing, okay? It really is. And Jupiter is about expansion and understanding and what the kids like to call luck and all that kind of stuff. It's very powerful. For you, it's going to mean one thing. For your runners, it's going to mean another. For your runners, it really is a chance to try again. It's that realization that you can try again. All right? And that jives quite a bit with what we saw in the weekly reading this week, I believe, and the Friday reading for sure. So let's take a look at this pre-shuffle. Let's do it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is technically timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. This energy dissipates out after a couple of weeks, right up around the new moon. But it's extremely important. And it plays, if you've been paying attention to my readings, it plays nicely with all, you could see, without even my help, you could see how it would play nicely with all the surrounding energies, okay? So the elixir moon, as we call it here at Steve Love Tarot, the worm moon everywhere else. It is my pre-shuffle. The Page of Wands, my little Explorer page, crossed by the Three of Wands. This is my little Explorer page, ready to go. Got the little backpack packed, ready to leave the house. This is exploring new areas. And someone is definitely in a very practical, with temperance, balanced energy, and realizes that this is possible. I really can go exploring. How about that? Who is in this energy? Well, it's the Emperor. It's the Emperor. I mean, the Emperor is bookending the Page of Wands. It says everything I just said about this moon. This is healing. This is Archangel Michael. Truth is always healing. And somebody here has realized that they want something else and they can do it. The little backpack is packed, right? I always picture my niece when I see this card with her little unicorn backpack, right? There you go. It's like that. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. This is going to be a very powerful reading. And we've got Saturn on the same day. This full moon happens on the 7th, but the energy's here. It's here now, or I wouldn't be pulling on it. And it's always there, but I can get a read on it right now. And on the same day, Saturn moves into Pisces. The teacher comes back to the classroom. It's wild. And that's going to be working with Mercury and Pisces big time. So let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go here. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Virgo. The worm moon slash elixir moon. What do we get here? That breath where we say, all right, let's try again. Let's get it right this time. One more time with feeling. Here we go. This changes everything. This marks a turning point for the year. This full moon in particular really marks the point where change is made. Most of you, by the time March ends, are going to feel things are different. Okay? You're going to feel like you're on a new path. You're thinking differently. Your perspective is different. I guarantee it. It really is that way. If you allow the energy to flow and don't fight it, of course, like most people would. But you guys won't, because I told you not to. All right? Not that you always do what I tell you, but whatever. First card out is Before the Cut. All that shuffling. Why the fuck are we here? Virgo. It's a card of Virgo energy. It is the Hermit. It is the Virgo full moon. The universe didn't play it literal and give me the moon. It's not, because all of that stuff is already coming up from the depths. All of it. The Mercury in Pisces is taking care of that. The Hermit. This is, again, it's just I'm drawn to the ting, the little light bulb going off. Somebody here's soul is activated and they're listening to it. It makes sense. It just makes sense with this moon. It's very practical, but it's very healing. And Jupiter is there with Chiron going, yeah, you could, change your life, man. Put your little unicorn backpack on and get going. All right? Let's see what comes after the Virgo Hermit. Let's see where we go here. This is especially powerful for Virgos, by the way. You've been paying attention to your Virgo readings I've been pulling. Jesus. What comes after that? Yeah. It just makes sense. Six of Pentacles. Very practical. This is something, this is again, that page that we saw in the pre-shuffle. That page of wands, my little explorer page. Sometimes chickens out. Sometimes doesn't do anything, right? Children can do that. It's child energy. But not this time. Not this time. And now there's a grown-up saying, go ahead, do it. The grown-up is the Hermit. This moon is the Hermit. It really is. Let's shuffle the deck one last time. Let's do it. Give me the soul, and we'll get a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Virgo. Worms and elixir. All right. Here we go. March is a game changer. It's huge. All right? It is. It's gigantic. And some of you I know go out and read astrology blogs and astrology websites, and they're saying the same damn thing. But a lot of them are discounting Jupiter, and I wouldn't. I would pay attention to what I wrote about March on the SLT calendar page at sltblog.com, which is the home page of that website. All right? I would pay attention. It's a very important energy to understand. Jupiter, one of my favorite energies, is very powerful, and it affects us quite a bit in our daily lives here on Earth. It's the only reason we're here, actually. It protects us from a lot of space junk that would normally wipe us out every couple thousand years. All right, full moon in Virgo. Let's go. You already gave me the full moon in Virgo card. So what you got here? Here we go. Here's our reading. It's right here in my hand. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the Nine of Wands. Nines are the end in tarot. The wall is gone. I said that little page got parental permission to go on a journey. All right? We saw it with the Hermit before the cut, the why the fuck are we here position. And we saw it with Temperance, Archangel Michael, in the pre-shuffle. Pre-shuffle. My God. I'm still digesting breakfast. What's fueling this? What is it? See? I'm not fucking with you. I'm not playing games here. It's a star, in case you can't read it. It's a star. It's just unreal. This is what's supposed to happen. This represents a lot of healing energy coming off the star here, but it's just divine timing. It's just, everything is just, this month in particular, we've had a perfect storm for a while now, but March is just ridiculous energy. It's so hard for me to pull on these energies, not because it's thick or because I can't get through it, but because there's so much energy here. It's ridiculous. Our reading's on the flip. Wow, the star, I love it. It's about time. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, the message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. It is always in play. Okay? It is the magic that we all have. It makes us all powerful. And I wrote about that too in my blog in a free will article. Most people use their free will against their own best interest, though, by flowing against the current. Stupid. You wouldn't do that if you were in a river, would you? You were in a river on an inner tube going down. You wouldn't try to fight the river and take the inner tube up the waterfall. No, you just go. You know, just always adapt. Be water. All right. Let's hope the runners are water here. Take the shape of whatever they're poured into. Better to adapt. All right. Right here is the energy around your connection. What the hell is it? Oh, by the way, you can bet your sweet asses there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. All right, I'm not going to not pull an extended on the worm elixir moon. 5 of Pentacles, right there, the energy around your connection. Missing out energy. It's making your connection look like a sirloin steak to a steak lover. I mean, I'm talking some serious stuff. Good, high-end, $50 a pound, serious shit. It is. It's making this connection look good. Somebody really, when they have that realization, whatever this incoming energy is, that temperance card from the pre-shuffle, the hermit from before the cut, whatever it is, it makes practical, good sense. There is no logic not to come toward this connection because they feel like they missed out on something. And there's still a chance to water that rose. There's still a chance. It's not dead yet. It's just starting to lose stuff. This leap's going a little bit. Yeah, come on now. Come on now. Right here. How are they behaving in the 3D? 10 Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody's after this. All right. In the 3D also, don't be surprised if they're behaving as normal. That's one of the layers of energy here. Living their life. But somebody is seeking this. This is what I get. This is what they missed out on. This is what they missed out on. And it just makes sense. If it's still there, if there's still a chance to save this rose with some water, tell water the motherfucker. Okay? Soul energy, bookending the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. The weakest energy, as I read it from the tarot, as it reflects back for me, and this is my reading, is right there in the soul energy. This is something you can't fight City Hall type energy when it's bookending this. It depends what's in the middle. I wouldn't normally call this in all circumstances a you can't fight City Hall energy, but it is. Somebody here is seeking this. They feel like they had a chance at it over here. There's not much of a fight in their soul, and I know that because the Hermit came out before we were here, and I talked about that. I said they got parental permission to go on their new journey. There's not a lot of fight going on here. There's no fight left. I see that with the 9 of Wands as our overall energy. There's no fight left. Okay? There's not. In 9s of the end in tarot, that wall is nothing. You can walk right through it. Anybody can. All right? Hidden energy. Message from the universe read with the 5 of Pentacles. 2 Pentacles. There's only one good choice here. I was going to say there's one good choice and one bad choice. I don't have to phrase it like that. The universe itself, in its message to us in relation to this, is saying there's only one choice. It backs up what I said about there's no fight left. You know, somebody's after the 10 of Pentacles. They know where they could have had it, and that's it. It seems a singular focus. I'm not picking up, and your person might be married. They might be in a relationship. It's not here. It's not, and that makes sense. Of course it does. With this Virgo practical moon being energized, it's just energized. There's just parental permission to go toward it. There is only one good choice. Their free will. They can make a bad choice. Okay? So it is that. What's the potential final outcome? I took a peek. You know, I always tell you when I do. It's read with the 10 of Pentacles. Ah, here we go again. More of your milk. It's the Queen of Pentacles. There's no fight here. The only logical decision. I mean, it's like the Hermit came in. It's like I went in and talked to your person and I said, "What the hell you doing?" Smack them in the back of the head, male or female. I'll hit with a pillow if it's a female, but smack them in the back of the head. What the hell you doing? You know where the 10 of Pentacles is. That's what you're after. If that's what you're after, save the rose. Right? Wasn't there some TV show a while back where they had that slogan, save the cheerleader? What the hell was that called? Oh, heroes, right? Save the cheerleader. Save the fucking rose. That's what this is. This is heroes right here. Save the rose. All right, here we go. Let's clarify. This is communication from this little fawn. This is my page right here. It's a page of pentacles, but it's still a page on there. They need some of your milk. Ain't going to find it somewhere else. Raccoon's not going to cut it. They need the Queen of Pentacles. Let's randomly at the bottom of the light seer is the Chariot, by the way. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles here. Let's use the light seer. Let's do it. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Tell me about it. Jesus. This reading's very cut and dry. Ain't a devil on the table. Universe saying they know there's only one option. There is. Where else is this fawn going to get the proper milk? From another deer. From you. From the Queen of Pentacles. And you're not chasing them. They've got to come to you. Right? You're just laying there. You know, what the hell? All right. All right. Let's clarify. This should result in communication. If they make the right choice. There's only one good one. But again, there's a reason I went on a diatribe about free will when I told you about this position. I said, people use their free will all the time. Most people against their own best interest. They go against the current. I don't see how, with this energy that's here, this person can do this, but I can tell you with absolute certainty that if they don't show up, if this Virgo moon doesn't stir something in them sometime here in March, at early April, it's probably not someone they're not done cooking. I mean, it's not someone you can have a long term with anyway. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Okay, that's it. We done shuffling. Okay. Strength. Yeah, heart chakra's open. Yeah, the energy around it feels good for them, just like for this little fawn. It feels good for them to come towards you. It's just backing up the energy of there's only one choice. The universe gave us this for a reason. One's green, one's red. All right, and sitting in the yellow isn't going to cut it. There isn't a lot of fight left. All right, so yeah, again, you look like a sirloin steak to a steak lover. High end, $50 a pound. You know, what's going on? Oh, from my British following, 50 quid a pound, right? Right here, what's on top? Three of Wands. There's that Three of Wands. It's reflecting off the energy from the pre-shuffle Three of Wands. It is. She's got the green light to go in the water. Someone here is on, and I said, it seems very singular focus. I don't pick up a spouse or anything like that. That she's just looking in one direction. Why is the Three of Wands here? Yeah, happiness, the sun, the happiest card in the deck. Yeah, it's again. I will say it again. $50 a pound. You look tasty. It is the option. There's a chance to save the rose. Save the rose. All right. It would make someone very happy to save the rose. The rose being your connection. Let's talk about this Ten of Pentacles, because this is what they're seeking. I get it. You know, they're realizing they're not living it. That's part of this Five of Wands in the soul, right? Maybe a lot of fighting on their side, fighting with themselves. I don't know. This moon can do that. If you're at all unhappy, you know, when the practical hermit comes in and says, well, if you're unhappy, maybe you don't do it anymore, right? I talked about the energy of March with you guys, and I said for a lot of you, if it feels right, it is right, kind of a thing. Well, the opposite side of that, the equal and opposite reaction of that is also in play. If it doesn't feel right, stop it, right? And that's kind of the logic of this mood. It's sort of what it's talking about. Let's see what the Ten of Pentacles is. It's like if you went to the doctor and said, I get sick every time I drink, doc. Big stomach pains. What's the doctor going to say? Quit drinking. Stop it. There, you're cured. Get out of here. You know, it's like that. It is simple logic. But again, most people use their free will against their own best interests. Well, there's got to be another way. There ain't another way. Go with the current. Flow with the river. Crossing it is the fool. Somebody wants something new. Backing up every word I just said to you. Again, right there. That's all I have to say about that. The environmental energy is the fool. And they got, again, that backs up what I talked about, the Page of Wands, the little unicorn backpack, and mommy and daddy, the hermit, saying, go for it. Go, go, go. Off you go. Right? You got permission. Right here. Let's go. Stop that. What's on top? Five of Wands. Look at that. This bleeds, this primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. This bleeds all the way over into the 3D. Somebody here, it's sort of like that, I can't fight this feeling anymore sort of thing, right? Can't fight it. There's no fight left in them. All of the good cards are over here. There's a chance to save the rose. You got to save the rose. That's the logic. Why is the 5 of Wands here? 6 of Wands. Again, I said there's no other energy coming up except a singular focus on you. Somebody here, this is powerful. This is a 6 Wands. This is a 5 Wands. This is the weakest energy I could pull. This is pretty strong. All right, it's like a minor arcana chariot to me. All right, the heart chakra is open. That jives with the strength card that's over here. The feeling of what would happen, the sun, if they came over here and saved the rose, is stronger than any argument that they can make against it. Okay? Why is the 5 of Wands here in the soul, though? Let's find out. It's a very straightforward reading. Good. Good for us. Why should Steve have to work hard all the time? You know? This is great. I could do this reading, drink a cup of coffee, work. I could multitask. I could do this reading and 5 other things at the same time. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that to you. You have my undivided attention while we're here, but you catch my drift. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Although this has a lot of energy attached to it. Not powerful energy, but a lot of layers. So let's see what the universe wants to tell us here. Okay. 10 swords. Again, it's just, you know, again, there's no fight left. You can't fight City Hall here. It's cut. You can even see it on the table, right? You're going to what? You're going to argue against this feeling of victory and elation? You're going to argue against that? No. You can't argue with the Hermit. You can't argue with logic, right? It's just under this moon, it's okay, the Hermit's making sense. Fine. We go for it. It's like that. And they feel like they can do it with the strength card there. It's nice. That's why I say, even the universe is like, most of them should decide to go for this, but if they don't, it's a red light. Big time. All right? That's how you should look at it. Right here on top. What's going on? Death card, transformation. Yeah. This is all changing. I've been saying this in recent readings, and I'm going to say it again. But before I say it, I'm going to pull the card as to why the death card is here. Yeah, it's the 7 of Swords. Changing this behavior. This is change, right? It's an energy of change and transformation that's here. It's the 7 of Swords. Somebody here is changing this behavior of running away. Sneaky deakying away. Lying to themselves. There's no fight left here. I have been saying this in recent readings, and I will say it again in relation to the soul energy here. All right? This is someone who is going to be, it might surprise you, they're going to be acting differently than they normally would. This is how they normally would. Sneaky deaky away and all that kind of stuff. You can't do it under this moon. I can see you, right? You're not sneaking anywhere. I can see you. There you are. It's changing. All right. Now, let's talk to the universe. She gave us kind of a fickle answer here. Well, there's only one good option, is basically what the universe is saying. It's not a person, but that's how, if I were reading that energy off of somebody, it'd be a little bitchy. I won't lie to you. Well, there's just one option. What do you want? Why are you asking me? Okay. All right, well, calm down. It's your restaurant. I just wanted to know what the specials are. Well, there's only one option. Okay. That's going to greatly affect your tip, your lack of friendliness. All right, why is the 2 of Pentacles here? Why? What else you want to tell me? And don't get bitchy with me, universe. Don't do it. All right? Come on now. It's Sunday. You can't be bitchy on Sunday. You can't. It's just not something you can do. Oh, okay. Apparently you can. It's the 3 of Swords. It's Kurt Cobain in pain, or Peppermint Patty, whichever you identify with. I don't want to alienate anybody. 3 of Swords. Again, that bitchy waitress. There's only one option here. Okay? This is growing all powerful. It's still getting stronger. The more there's one option. The environmental energy around this decision is a lot of pain that needs to be resolved. I got the happiest card in the deck right here and the pissiest one right here. And these are read together. What's on top? 9 of Swords. Look at all this. There's an anxiety around this, but look at where this fell. This is a message from the universe. It is read with these, and normally I'd say this is read with this, but that's not how it's reflecting. It's like the universe separated itself off, pulled us aside. On the red side, bad choice. This is the future result. If she don't get in the water and surf, this is the result. 9 swords. It's anxiety. It's just look at the girl. Never mind the car. Never mind what. Well, I looked it up in a book, and it means. I don't care. I don't read cards. They just reflect the energy. All right, for me, it's 9 swords. I feel this here. It's the same thing I've been telling you. It's just a repeat message. It's the only one choice. Why is the 9 swords here? Page of Pentacles. Who's the Page of Pentacles? This fawn right here in this animal deck is this page. This is the Page of Pentacles right here. And it fell on the green light side with the sun. They've got, this is communication. Communication and a very thirsty for milk little fawn. Okay? And it's red with the sun. They know. Again, how are you going to argue with the 6 of Wands, with the feeling this girl has here on this card? Look at her. She happy. You know, it is what it is. Final outcome. They may, well, I threw something in the air. They may still use their free will against them. They can. The universe says some of them will. But that's their problem, not yours, right? That sounds like their problem to me. That's not going to be you if they don't come in. You dodged a bullet if they don't come in, right? Because there's only one clear decision here. Well, it's obvious from up here. But for most of them here, regardless, and this change in this 7 of Swords behavior is why if they make a bad decision here under this very practical Virgo full moon healing, disobey the Hermit, this is why they end up like this, okay? Because the energy has changed. The environmental energy is completely different. This marks a turning point. This marks the point. It's one of the final things, final stakes in the ground, if you will, of the year of restoration, the year of great change. All right, it really is. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles right here. Final outcome. I said this should result in communication, and so did the universe right there, for reasons described up here rather clearly. I mean, my God, I'm thirsty for your milk. Good Lord Almighty. All right, it's like strawberry milk coming out of there. What do we get here? Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here? What's the final on this, universe? What's the final on this? Well, it is the Wheel of Fortune. It is. It's again, it's a very powerful card. It's 10. It's the end of what was. The end of all the arguing, the end of everything. Somebody behaving exactly what I said over here differently than the way they normally do. 180-degree turn. Not 360 like some people say out here on YouTube. That would be a full circle. They would be behaving the same. It is a 180-degree turn in the energy. I just got done telling you the energy has changed, haven't I? Didn't I just say that? Rewind. What's on top? The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, cannot distract themselves. This is read with the 5 of Wands, this futile energy that's here. Can't distract themselves from the truth of what's going on here, which is why the fawn, which is this Page of Pentacles, this right here, shows up to the Queen of Pentacles, which is you. That's how you've been reflecting in a lot of readings that I've been doing lately. And right here is a reconciliation energy. What's the result? The Ace of Swords. It's a reconciliation energy. It's read with the 6 of Wands. They can't fight it. It's saying the same thing in the final outcome. So they should, that's all I can tell you, they should in this make a decision to absolutely want to come in and save the rose. Okay? Some of them will make a bad decision, and that's where they end up. And that's their problem, not yours. All right? Because it's a powerful connection. And if you get one side that's not done cooking and is still afraid to be vulnerable in a connection this powerful, it's volatile. It'll result in fighting and extreme jealousy and all. You don't want it. You want them to finish cooking. All right. Some of them will take longer than others. Some of them are just bigger turkeys. The bigger the turkey, the longer it takes to cook. You know, it is what it is. But for most of you, this should end in a reconciliation. A lot of truths being spoken, okay, which only leads to a good place. Even if those truths lead to you two not being together, it's still for the greater good of all involved. Now we're going back to the animal deck, and we're going to ask the universe if there's anything else it wants to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I am very interested in these 5 of Wands because I got 2 of them, one here and one here. And that's 10 Wands for those of you mathematically challenged. There's a lot of pressure here, right? And that pressure all revolves around their past behavior and whatever their 10 of Pentacles is. It's going to be very interesting. I'm also in the extended going to pull on, obviously I'll do the usual pyramid, which is a supercharged version of this reading for a smaller audience. I'll pull a timeline, of course, but I'm also going to pull on you and any other little side read that pops into my head that I think I'd want to know if I were you. You know, I always put myself in your shoes. All right, here we go. Well, I'm curious as to your side of this energy because you didn't show up here other than the final outcome, and you seem sitting pretty to me. You're perfectly fine. Your jugs are full. That's why that page is on the way. Let's go. Give me 3 cards from the bottom, universe. What else you want to tell me? What else you want to tell me? This can also apply if you have someone around you who's holding on to feelings for you and hasn't told you how they felt. This can also apply. This energy would fit nicely with that too. It's time for somebody to come clean. This is my come clean card right here with a U and an O. How about that? Old school Steve Love Tarot there. Here we go. 3 Wands, Temperance, the Emperor. After all that shuffling, because while I was yammering, I shuffled, cards from the pre-shuffle came back in the final message from the universe to tell us something. Tell us what? Well, 3 Pentacles, we've been seeing this a lot lately, is crossing the Temperance card in the base energy. These are read center, left, right. It just says the same thing. There's only one option here. Somebody needs to alleviate that 3 of Swords. There's an opportunity being presented to build on a solid structure with this moon. It also, your energy is attached to this. This moon provides you an opportunity, listen up DFs, an opportunity to raise your masculine energy. We have both inside us. The idea is to be balanced. Some of you are still a little bit out of balance as we've been learning in recent readings. This is your chance. Allow this moon energy to flow, please. All right? That's your reading. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. I personally can't wait to pull it. I'm not even going to take a break. That said, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope you take advantage of this moon because the teacher is coming back into class on the same day, which can hammer the lessons home. Teachers, a good teacher repeats, so until the student gets it. So if you see a lot of repeating messages here throughout the month of March, pay attention to them. Things you see that, you know, every day. I keep seeing this on this billboard. I saw it on a billboard today. I saw it on TV. Figure out what it means. All right? It's a truth trying to find you. All right? That's your reading. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this. Definitely. We'll see if a devil pops up. It wouldn't surprise me around here. Anyway, if you want the extended, the link's in the description. Good luck.